Hey guys, so I was requested to do a video on what I know going into season 4 of The Walking Dead, and the person who actually requested it told me a lot of stuff that was going to happen, which is great. And so I have that, and then I went and did some more, just so I have like a huge video of what's going to happen in season 4 of The Walking Dead. Okay, so first off, we have 3 episode titles so far. We have episode 1 is called 30 Days Without an Accident. Episode 4 is called Indifference, and episode 6 is Rise. Also, we have that episode 1 is going to be directed by Greg Nicotero, who if you don't know, does a lot of the costume designing for like special effects for them. He pretty much makes the walkers look like walkers. People look like walkers, and makes all the table props for The Walking Dead. Then we know that episode 9 is going to be written by Robert Kirkman, who is the man behind Walking Dead, really. Yeah, he's the man behind Walking Dead. He wrote the comics. So he is going to be writing, or he's already written, episode 9. Now there's a huge list of new cast members coming in. There is so many. So let's just do a rundown of all of them. First off, we have Don, who is described as a grumpy yet kind old man who also has a granddaughter. Then there's Mac, an aggressive man in his 30s. Patrick, the fair-minded brother of Mac. Laura, a former nurse and single mom. Melody, a tough and funny young woman who's one of the guys. Jack and Aaron, a young couple. John Tyler, a vulgar but wise middle-aged man. Wayne Kessie, a smart man in his 30s who is an experienced liar. And Jordana Barraza, a tough Hispanic woman in her 20s who is shamed about her past. So we literally have so many new characters, and I'm assuming a lot of them are going to be coming from Woodbury, as we saw in the season 3 finale. We saw that Rick and the gang brought back the surviving members of Woodbury to the prison. And there's been some other rumors about 3 other people who we might be seeing coming in this season. It's not official yet, but I've heard that Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita will be debuting this season. And if you read the comics, you know that those 3 are from the comics. Obviously, as I just said, they are from the comics, and I'm actually curious about them. I'm actually really curious about Eugene, because if you have read the comics, you know Eugene has a interesting backstory. Well, I don't know if it was for everyone, but we find out that he isn't exactly what he seems. Also, there is, obviously, we saw in the season 4 trailer, we saw at the end with, all I remember is Michonne and Daryl were like in the front seat, but there was a voice on the radio from a place called the Sanctuary, and the Sanctuary is Negan's hangout. If you've read the comics, you know about Negan. I'm hoping to see Negan in this. I mean, we might not, but I'm hoping we do, because I'm very curious about Negan, as I do read the comics and I love Negan. I mean, just put an iron to your face. That's all I gotta say. Like, that's awesome. I'm also curious if they are going to Alexandria this year, as in the comics, you know, Woodbury gets pretty much not Woodbury, the prison gets pretty much kind of killed, and they go to Alexandria where they meet a whole another group of people. Also, from what we've heard, there will be a baby zombie this year, which we have not seen yet. Now, no word who it is, but I guess like the obvious guess would be Judith to be the zombie baby. Now, if you read the comics, which I feel like I say this like on everything, like if you read the comics, you know that, spoiler if you're not like caught up, which I am recently caught up, so please talk to me about the comics down below, because I'm freaking out. I love the comics. Now in the comics, we know that Judith actually died when the governor attacked the prison, and Judith actually died with Lori when they were shot down. So I'm very intrigued to see if Judith is going to be the zombie baby. Also, we pretty much know the governor will return this season. We don't know when. From what I've heard, he will return before episode 8. Also, I've heard Morgan will return, which, if you've read the comics, which I literally say if you read the comics like over and over again, but if you read the comics, you do know that Morgan does actually return with them after his son gets turned, which we actually saw in season 3, and he does return with the group, and yeah. We also know that The Walking Dead will be returning on October 13th, and it will be followed by Talking Dead if you were curious, because I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love Talking Dead. Obviously, I love Chris Hardwick. He is amazing, and I absolutely love Talking Dead. They extended it to an hour last season, so I'm assuming it's still going to be an hour. Hopefully, I really do love Talking Dead, especially, last season they had CM Punk on, and if you maybe have not seen this is Chris Jericho. I am a wrestling fan, so it was so cool to see like two of my favorite things, Walking Dead and wrestling, kind of combined, and it was really great. So I can't wait for Talking Dead, and yeah, thanks for watching.